What's up, guys? It's your girl Kasey, and I'm back again with another YouTube video. And this one is how to depend on God in every season. And I feel like I just want to say that no matter what is going on in the world and what is going on with you personally, just know that God is there. He's there in the midst of it all. And it can be really hard because people really be trying you. Because this is the thing, right? You know, I'm not holier than thou, and I'm not like the best Christian on the planet. But like, if you check me out 10 years ago, I have grown, okay? But people want to take me back there. You see what I'm saying? And then that's the problem. I decided to do this video because, or not just this video, but I want to not like let life circumstances that are going on with me personally affect my channel, because I know that ever since I have started talking about God, I have been tested in ways I have not been tested in a very long time. Okay. And I'm trying to stay as strong as possible in my walk with the Lord. So yeah, please be sure to subscribe to this video. I am almost to 1,000 subscribers, and I would really love it if this is the video to send me over the edge. Anyway, if not, that's okay too. Whatever God's will is for my life will be. But I want to start off with the definition of dependence. And dependence on God means trusting Him with your whole heart, relying on His strength, and seeking His guidance daily. For me, it's like an hour by hour basis. Because 2 Corinthians 12:9, and it's God's strength is made perfect in your weakness. And I really do want to believe that. And I really do believe that. But I feel like it's very hard for me to like see the physical manifestation of that, because I know that we wrestle not with flesh and blood. It's with, you know, powers and principalities and all the spiritual warfare that's going on. So it's like, even though God's strength may be made great in my weaknesses, I want to see that. You see what I'm saying? I want to see it too, you know? And I do think that it takes a lot. I think that when it comes to what our weaknesses are and where God's strength is coming, that's the part that's hard to acknowledge, because like, I'm like, okay, I am relinquishing my weakness and letting God know that I am weak in this area and I need His strength here. And I'm sure that He is going to provide that strength for me as well. But I think that it just always doesn't come the way we think or expect it should come. My next point or question is like, why don't we depend on God the way we need? And why do we struggle with that? And for me, I'm a very independent person. I've always been this way. And that's just like, I grew up an only child, and I'm just a very strong-minded individual. And if I believe one thing or I feel like I can take care of it, then I just want to take care of it, because my control freakness wants to just go ahead and take care of it. And so I feel like because we're so self-reliant, it can be hard for us to depend on JC, you know, Jesus Christ, the Lord God, you know, all the things up there, because you can't physically see them and you have to just know. And, you know, even going back to the definition of dependence, it's your whole heart, not your whole action. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a fine line with doing your part and relinquishing self-reliance and still doing what God told you to do. So it brought me to Jeremiah 17:5-7, and it says, in part, I will have the whole thing up here for you though. Cursed is the one who trusts in man, but blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. And I feel like, you know, we want to solve our own problems, and it gives us a lot of anxiety because we're trying to see things that we're not supposed to be seeing. You know, like, God has a deeper plan, a better plan for our life that we could ever imagine and even think about or dream about. And I feel like it gives me lots of anxiety not to know the beginning from the end, but that's not my job. I have to stay in my place, you know, and that's okay. And that also goes right into my next point of the fear of letting go. I think that a lot of us type A people JC, let me help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to help? You know, like, how can I help? You know? But Psalms 56:3 says, when I am afraid, I just put my trust in you. And I feel like I am really trying to let go of things I pray for. And I'll get into like how to depend on God daily next. But I am really working on, if I've prayed about this thing, I need to actually have some trust and faith behind that prayer. I can't just be praying for it, knowing I need it, but I'm not putting all the faith I can into that prayer. So going into how to depend on God daily, for me it's hourly, but we won't go there. Prayer, I am in constant prayer. Prayer is what I do. Okay. Constant communication with God. And you know, that needs to look however you need it to look. Sometimes I be yelling. Sometimes I'm frustrated. Okay. And I let him know that I'm upset. Okay. And I don't want to like let him know that I'm mad at him, because I'm not mad at him. It's just I'm frustrated with the situation right now. And I'm trying to have faith in you and have like, you know, like continue to do what you're telling me to do. But I feel uncomfortable right now. And I feel frustrated right now. And it makes me want to cry. And so I just need to yell, you know, and I feel like he allows me to have those emotions with him. And I feel like it's very much so needed for my relationship with him, because spend time in his word. I feel, okay, Psalms 119 verse 105 says, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. And I feel like I have just started really understanding what that verse means and how to actually do it, because like there will be certain situations that I'm like, I could either do this or this, right? But what does the word say about both of those choices? Because there is an example of every aspect in our life in the good book. And so what do I need? Like, what does the book say about the decision I'm about to make? And, you know, then just living with the consequence. Because sometimes I don't choose. Sometimes I just don't choose. You know, the godly way. Sometimes I choose the opposite. But I do check my actions amongst the Bible. But I just may just be like, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth the consequence. You know what I'm saying? Which is really not, like, that's so stupid to think about. But, oh, this one's a hard one for me. Walking in obedience. Because sometimes it just don't make sense, right? Like, me taking the high road here does not make sense. You know, and it grinds my gears that it doesn't make sense. But I have to know that you are Lord. Isaiah 41:10 tells me to be not dismayed, for you are the Lord. And, you know, whenever I get in a pickle, I just have to keep re-saying these scriptures out loud until I believe them sometimes. Because sometimes when things are looking real dark and I really want to say what's on my mind, I have to repeat the scripture over and over again until my heart feels the way it needs to feel. And so I do often pray for my heart, like, please, Lord, don't harden my heart because of how other people treat me or people around me. Please just don't let me change who I am, because people take me out of my element real fast, and I can get out of my element real fast, but I'm trying not to. Okay. Practical ways to build dependence on God. Okay. This one is what I'm doing like now. And in January, I'm creating for my vision board. I will have a digital vision board, but I'm also going to create a prayer board where like I write down all of my prayers and then see how God has answered them throughout the year, and just keep a reminder of my prayers and his answers. And some people will say whether good or bad. And I'm like, well, if it's a God answer, then it's all good, no matter how it makes you feel. So surround yourself with community. I call Danielle and Jasmine often, just talking to them about like questions I have, you know, not looking to them for like spiritual guidance, but just another perspective. Like, I do appreciate their perspective that they have on the good book. And I like to talk about the Bible with them, because it's easy for me to just ask questions without feeling bad or feeling weird. And hearing what they have to say about it opens my mind and opens my heart to different perspectives. And I just want to offer some words of encouragement, because it's not easy and you're not alone. And I struggle all the time with depending on God, because our flesh and our spirit are constantly at war. And, it's very hard to it's very hard to trust people. And so I think that your life experience can make it very hard for you to trust Jesus Christ, or the Lord, or God, whatever you say. Okay. Just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really hope that we get this community to 1,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. And it would be so great to just continue to rep for Big G all day. You know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate this community, because I feel like it has helped me in my walk with the Lord. Just talking about it with you guys and doing my research to come talk to you guys about it is really helping me in my walk with the Lord. And that's why I just be tempted, and I really just want to beat Satan over the top of the head with my computer, but I won't, because I'm working on it. I feel like this video was kind of violent. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.